What is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Hope you guys had an amazing Monday yesterday. Today is May 3rd. It is currently 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard, 4 p.m. UTC, and 7 p.m. GMT plus 3, where I am. Are you guys excited for another new project contest that we are rolling out just very soon? It is starting today. Get some emotes in the chat. See how you guys doing today. Go Cuts and Cheese, what's going on, man? Welcome. Welcome, friend. You guys hear the music okay? It's a little low for me, but I hope it's okay for you guys. But I can turn it up a little. Slater Raid! A lovely producer, how's it going, man? Where's the chat today, guys? Where's the chat today? It's quiet today. The chat is quiet today. Musical is okay. Thanks, Cold Cuts and Cheese. Working on my alpaca already. Yeah, we got the contest up. Today we're gonna be working. Yeah, dude. Are you in our Discord? I was trying to hit you up. Oh, that's for Cold Cuts. Okay. Cold Cuts, Slater Raid is trying to reach you. Make sure you go find them. Ooh, guys, have you seen my merry-go-round? So I made this, it's actively being worked on. But I added the animation. I actually added more crypto foxes. This is for our crypto fox partner. It's one of the, I think, the cutest ones, in my opinion, of all our projects, including the alpacas. Sounds like a scam. All right, guys. Let's see. Oh, I want to show you guys my my merry-go-round, my Ferris wheel. Okay. So, what you don't see in that render is there's a deck now. There's a brand new deck that I built. You guys want to check that out? And then it's not done yet either. We got to finish the endings of the Ferris wheel, so it's placed in soap. And you might have noticed the faces. So each booth kind of has a different box face. All right, this one's winking. This one's eyes is closed. This one has hearts. This one's kind of cross-eyed. And we have two animations for it right now. Good morning, Bengali. How are you, man? Good morning, Social Seller. Look at that. People not waking up early today, man. People are late today. So that's our Ferris wheel. All synced up. Yeah, so this will get split up into hey Zumzy, how you doing, man? This will get split up into 2 assets or even 3 assets. Okay, so what's gonna happen is this, when I remove this part, I'm so scared to like delete this. I can undo, right? No, not that. Okay, so when I delete this, it drops down to 300 faces. But the part that I will be different is the booth parent here, right? So we're gonna delete this, and that gives it around 4,000. So we're gonna have a little bit extra. We're gonna figure it out. I think it should be okay. I think it should be okay. But We wanted to make it big. We wanted to make it nice. It's either that or I gotta drop some, gotta do some optimization. When people invest in NFTs, they don't wake up early anymore. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Like, they lose sleep over projects, right? I can imagine that. What do you guys think about the Ferris wheel, man? I think I did some really interesting things with it. It's in, like, this was a learning experience for me in terms of doing some geometry within VoxEdit and learning the kind of the plane and the geometric movement, right? With the pivot points and making sure everything's in sync. And then making sure like gravity kind of, you know, has that same gravity pull down on the boots, right? Yeah. And you know, the door path is a little small, but that's okay because this part that we're gonna remove is not gonna have any collisions, and we're gonna have a platform here on the bottom. And what's gonna happen is the platform is gonna move underneath this, so you're gonna be able to ride the Ferris wheel all the way around. And we're gonna see how that looks. Excuse me. All right. So today we're gonna be working on our new builders contest, guys. Give it up for the alpacas. Alpaca the Bros. All right. I actually haven't read this today. This is my first time reading this. First Monday of the month. You know what time it is, says Oscon. When we say alpacas are doing wild things whenever the farmer isn't paying attention. You were smart enough to secretly set up a camera. Ha. Caught in 4K. Create a fun animated scene. This is kind of similar to the party scene, including an alpaca in the range. Right, so there has to be an alpaca. The size has to be 128, 128, 128. Strict face limit. No room for negotiation. The scene needs to be animated for at least 8 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay. Every builder who participating needs to fill out the form. Ends on May 13, guys. May 13. So this was posted. Yeah, this was posted last night, I think. So you guys have 2 weeks to kind of work on this. So you can dismantle an asset and mantle it again in the game maker. Yes. So to answer that question real quick, I am Bengali. What I would do is clone this asset, okay? Like save it as a separate asset and then delete the pieces after I'm completely done with it and then put it back together in the game maker, okay? That's what I will be doing to it. I will also be doing that not because of the face count. I will also be doing this because of you know, this part we want to make it collision based right here, right? So this part has to be collision based, but the booths have to be no collision to be able to go inside them because they are moving. Alternatively, the other method is there is a more complex method. I could make each asset a separate platform and do the merry-go-round inside the game maker. But I think that's just going to be easy with a single platform. Yeah, and just having it no collision. Sandbox site is down. Sandbox site or Sandstorm site? Sandbox's site could be down. Stuff happens to sites, guys. Let's look at the Sandbox site. Yes! Sandbox site is down. They're probably doing an update, guys. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. They're probably doing updates. Alrighty. Oh, they're announced they're down for maintenance. Very cool. Very cool. They're updating to second layer. They probably are. Alright, let's go to the contest things again. Did we provide a Slaterade? If you're in the chat, did the Alpaca the Bros give okay or approval to provide a voxel of the Alpaca the Bros or no? Maybe that's something we can check, but yeah, cool. Let's start ours. Maybe 1 second. Excuse me. So we're gonna do new folder. Going Alpaca the Bros contest. Man, I have so much cleanup I need to do. Okay, they're ready. So we're gonna do create a controller node as usual. And then what we're gonna do is create a I would actually do a guideline, right? Say size guideline, right? And then create a new VXM. Call it size guideline. Okay, and then do 128 by 128 by 128, and then just save this. Oh wait, before you save, just don't forget the pivot points. Make sure you set it up. I'll set it up to the floor. So if you click on it, you'll see that it's set up to the floor. If you right click, press center, click on it, it'll be in the center. We want it to be on the floor because we want it to start from the floor, which is 0, 0, 0. So we're going to save this come out, and then we're going to attach the size guideline to here, and then we're going to hit this box. And now you can sort of see that it is where it needs to be. I'm trying to see if I have an Alpaca the Bra that I can use in my inventory. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me check something. Let's say currently trying to check if I have an Alpaca link somewhere. Pretty sure I did at some point. If I don't find it within the next second, pretty much going to just start on it, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll kind of build our own. So go to Alpaca the Bros. You guys don't know what Alpaca the Bros is. It's a funny alpaca NFT. Slaterade, if you have an Alpaca the Bra voxel, can you provide that to me of one of the generic ones, if you can? So like if you have one of the ones we put in the hub, you can just send that to me. Actually, no need. I think I could just create one from like this. So this would be the 3D model, right? It's pretty simple to make. And you can kind of customize your animation yourself. Okay, so the theme is set up a ranch, right? So it could be anything, and the alpaca can be doing anything, and it doesn't have to be. By the way, I don't think it has to be. Like it doesn't have to look like this. By the way, you can probably make a humanoid version of an alpaca, if you wanted to. I'm just checking the. Oh, they have a Spider-Man version of it too. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna use. I'm trying to find one where I can use as a example. I'm not gonna be creating out of these. I'm just looking at these for the shapes that they're using, or they used in the project. Oh, this one's cool. Equals MC square. All right, so I'm gonna use this one as my kind of my template, and then but since they're gonna provide the template, I'd rather just work on the scene. I'm thinking what can be inside an alpaca ranch. So let's do some research. Alpaca ranch. Rectangle, square. Exactly. Now, these are some images from a ranch. It doesn't have to be a ranch exactly. I want to get creative with it. Maybe we can do. Any ideas in the chat? If you guys have any ideas that comes to your mind that you won't be doing for the contest. We can do a barn. We can do like a small barn and like a picket fence. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a barn. Alright, so Sparky! How's it going? Let's do a barn. So what I'm going to do is underneath the control node, I'm going to say barn parent, right? And then I want to start building my barn underneath that. And then maybe we'll do like the floor. Parent. I want to do, say, 5 for now, and then we'll set the floor. And let's set up the round floor laid right now. So you need alpaca original? What? No. Just put a barn and animate the alpaca eating grass. Oh, that would work. Go Wes, what's going on? So you need original alpaca that's set to participate? No, I think you can do whatever you want. I just want to do that. Looks like Slaterade is helping me out a little bit here. Give me 1 second, guys. Man, I still have the cough from COVID. What is it, like the COVID cough or whatever you call it? Alright, so let's save this real quick, and then I'm going to put it on the floor. Parent. I'm going to do another one to call it. Aloha, Nate. How are you doing, friend? Welcome back. Welcome. We're doing another contest. So make sure you know. You know. There we go. Go it. Okay, so this is the one Slaterade has sent over to us. It's a very cool one. That way I don't have to spend time creating it. And I think they might give an asset. I'm not sure. This is actually the one that I used to reference to make the statue. For the tongue. And it's got like run. Alright, cool. So we're gonna quit this because we're gonna open this, and then we're gonna say create child, and we're gonna say alpaca da bruh. Put it under the controller node. Okay. And then we're gonna do import hierarchy. And then we're gonna import that in here into our scene. And that is our alpaca now. Okay, great. The reason why we have the controller node under there, that's fine. Now I can just do this with it, right? I can just be like, boop. There you go. We got our alpaca. It's very nice, and we'll animate it if we have time. And then I'm starting to think maybe we should have increased the size of this project, because how the heck am I supposed to put a barn inside this? It's very interesting. Like each of these challenges that Ascom is coming up with, it gives you like a different way to kind of think. Yeah. My roommate's has been the same way since she went through it at the same time. Yeah, man. It's a pain. Yeah, the cough keeps going. The cough keeps going after a little while. Okay. Very cool. We need to do a barn. We're running out of time. I'm gonna do a barn. Let's do a trying to think. Let's do the walls. Wall 01. Alright, we're gonna do new wall 01. And then we're gonna make it 1 pixel thick, and then we're going to make it let's see, 128. We did how many things? We did 5 for the floor, so 123 is to get the height. That's actually too high. Let's do 90. 90 in height, and then we'll do I'm just gonna put random colors right now. Just to see. Oh, I forgot to set up the pivot point, so we're gonna set to the floor again. Pivot point is gonna be in the floor. Okay, cool. So that is set to the floor. That's a good height for a door frame. So now the way to think about this, right? Instead of moving manually, you could do that too. But since all the pivot points are on the bottom now, and you go to the floor, this is the height of 5, right? So that means in order to be this one to be exact, what you just have to do is come to Y and just do 5, right? And then now you know that it is exactly above. Same thing for the alpaca. Did we use the controller to it? No, we didn't. It looks like we didn't save. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do 5 for this, and now we know that the alpaca is actually exactly touching the grass. You see that? Because it's math. There you go. Math rules. Stay in school, kids. All right. I actually have no idea what I'm doing with this build. So maybe what we can do is just build a mini barn. And then just duplicate this, call it wall 02, right? Because you can't have the same name. And then let's say I want to move it to the right, right? It's at 0. This one's 32 voxels wide. So the inspector looks like we moved it back by 68. That means we do 128 divided by 2. That's 64. So if we do 64 on this, it should be exactly behind negative 64. Right? There you go. It's exactly on the spot. But as you know, since it's in the center, you might want to do 63. Nope. See, 63 and a half. If you want to do it exactly. Yeah. Cool. And then you do the same here, negative 63 and a half. Perfect. And then since it's 32 and it's on the 0, right? If I do 32, it'll be exactly to the right. But if I do negative 32, it'll be exactly on the other side. So we're gonna duplicate this one more time and then call it wall 03. Excuse me. All right. Very cool. Maybe we can make like a mini sheddy thing. Right. And if I wanted to rotate this, right? So if I wanted to have, let's say, a 45-degree rotation, do minus 45. And then you'll notice that the position of it changes because now it's on a different rotation. So we'll do this negative 56. And then negative 18. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to do, what do we do? On the y-axis, we're going to do 45 degrees, so it rotates. And then I guess we have to do, what do we do here? I think we have to do 18 here. And then we have to do on the positive, negative 56. Oh no, we have to do 56. No, I said it wrong. Hold on. I made a mistake. Negative 56. Isn't that what I wrote? That's what I wrote. Oh, maybe I put 56. There you go. And then it snaps into spot, right? So now it's kind of centered. So you want to maybe use like the 0 axis to build things and then move things around inside the scene. Once you're kind of completed, right? So here's another thing what I could do real quick if I don't want to go over. Well, actually, I should do it one more. So I'll duplicate this one, the wall 3, and call this wall 04. And then we're gonna rotate it 90 degrees, right? And then. So we're going to make sure we align this. What I usually do is I try to get close sometimes on the angles and then just adjust the numbers on it. Alright, so this one's kind of like 38, so if I do 38, it'll kind of snap in there, you see? Now it's like perfect. And then if it's 25.4, I'll do like 25, and I'll see that it's not the right value, right? So do 4, 25.5, right? And you'll see that like it's moving. You don't have to be pixel perfect. So do 25.4. But this is probably because we have the. If I hold shift, it'll snap to the next one. I wonder why this isn't lining up properly. Say 38. Alrighty. And then if you want to copy this on the other side, all you gotta do is just duplicate. And you want to do animations at the very last, I think, guys. You want to build everything on 0. And then, pretty much, the screen might be, it shouldn't be lagging. Is it lagging? Oh, shoot. Is my screen not changing? Well, that's weird. Huh. Well, my... Let me change the window capture. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me remove the Vox edit on this. Was it like that the whole time? Nobody said anything? Or did it just happen? Is that better? Is that better? It was OBS. OBS was, yeah, OBS was kind of... Oh, man, I was, like, walking through things, and I was, like, trying to... Damn it. Slaterade, you need to tell me these things. I wasn't even looking at OBS. Alright, so ideally, this one should have the same values as the other one on the other side. Right, and it does. Very cool. It should be fine now. Good morning, everybody. Alright, now to disable, you can kind of start looking to see how it looks. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make a barn. We were supposed to make a barn. This is not looking like a barn so far. So, long story short, I'm gonna move this out of the way for now. Trying to see if we should do a... Yeah, it's still freezing every few seconds, huh? It might be a connection issue. Because it's working on me, on my end. You guys hear me okay too? Or is it just the screen? Time stopping? That's interesting. Let me turn off my cam and turn it back on real quick. See if that resolves anything. It looks fine on my StreamYard side, so I don't really know. It might be a StreamYard issue, guys. Or an upload issue. Alright, so I think what I want to do is I just want to duplicate this, call it wall 06. When you mean screen freezing, does that include the does that include me? Or just my Vox Edit screen? I really think it's because of the upload speeds, honestly. Oh yeah, I think it's just the upload speeds, guys. Unfortunately, I can't fix that. I will look into what I can do about that soon. What have you guys been up to, man? Let me know. I'm excited to know about what you guys been up to. Wait, so I do at 9 and it doesn't work? That's so stupid. Let's do 89. I'm gonna make it on the line. It's not really on the line. It's gotta be 90. That's really interesting. Anyway. Making like a small barn. Call this wall 07. Been building a hot air balloon for the Vox Edit contest. That is great. I need to see if I have time to do that one and represent my town. Represent my town. What the heck? Okay, that's. Seems okay. That's accurate. Yay! All right, so. All right, and then. I don't think we need to close it off for now. What I want to do is build a top for it. So to do that, I'm gonna do library. I'm gonna do new. I'm gonna call it roof. To the roof. Oh, look, I am Bengali knows. Bengali knows what I'm doing. He knows. I'm Bengali knows what I'm doing. You the man, I am Bengali. You the man. Or the woman. You. It's you. Alright. I'm done. Let's do this. I'm gonna set to thinking. So I want to rotate this because what I want to do is I want to kind of let me explain my idea. So what I want to do is I want to kind of make a like a triangle, right? And I might just do that by like putting a tilt on it. So let's try to see how we should do that. I want to lift it up first and then do the pivot point on the ground. Because usually if you do the rotation in the center and you want it to tilt this way, right? Notice how my hand, like the pivot point is on my wrist, right? The pivot point is on my wrist. It's not in the center of my hand. So what I want to do is I want to move this to the floor, right? And that way when I pivot it, it'll kind of poof. All right, so we need a door frame and whatnot. So let's say I want this to align with each of the ones. So this is the kind of the easy part. You want to create a child node here. Call it roof. Okay. This is one way of doing it. Another way is just cloning the barn parent and replacing the assets. That's actually another way. So right now, see it aligned perfectly. It aligned perfectly. So right, if I want to rotate this in now, right? If I rotate this in, and this is kind of the mathematical thing that I did on my let's do, it's on a 55-degree rotation right now. It's showing 45. We need it on a 45. There you go. That's a 45-degree angle. Then Z fighting at the edge. So now I can replace this and say roof 02, and then just drop it into each of them, and you'll see that we can just bloop, 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 just set it up once and just drag it over. Roof 04. Oh, notice this one went backwards. And the same will happen, I think, on the other side. And I'll tell you why that happened. Because I probably flipped it the wrong way. You see? This one's on the right side. So this one, in order to fix this, I just need to do minus 90 degrees. And make it on the right path. And I'm going to duplicate this again. Say roof 06. Put it on here. Same thing for this one. Make sure we put it on negative 45. Negative 45. Nope, we have to do 45. I'm sorry. No. 0. Nope. Uh-oh. Which way do I need this facing? Hold on, let's check. So this way is 135. There you go. And we're going to copy this one more time. Duplicate. 0 roof 07. And then put that on the wall. Again, we're going to rotate this one out, holding the shift key. Just so it snaps into place. But I don't think it did. Because it's not right. It needs to be 220-ish, I think. There you go. 25, I think is the right number. And you'll see the little edge. It doesn't look like a barn right now, which is fine. Slaterade can't do anything, guys. This is an uploading issue, honestly. I see that this connection is stable. But I assume the vlog should come out fine. So it should be recording okay, honestly. have I tried turning off and on again? It's not from my side. All I see is connection is stable, unstable, so it keeps going out. It's either, it could be on the Twitch side, guys, it could be on the StreamYard side, it could be on my end too. Actually, let me check my speed test. Yeah, it could be a Twitch issue. I'll check my speed test right now. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I have about 100 megabytes per second for the download, and then let's see what the upload is. My upload's a little lower usually. Yeah, my upload has some issues right now, and that's probably what's causing it. I'm getting about 1 megabits per second per upload, which is really low. But unfortunately, I can't fix that. Some just things that we can't fix in the world. I was hoping StreamYard would compensate for that, but looks like they don't. Okay, cool. So, one last thing that we want to do is I want to create another wall. Okay. Sometimes I just like to create the wall and remove the linked item. Okay, so if we move this in, right? So this is wall. I just duplicated it and I moved that out here. Now this is gonna be where the barn door is, but here's what we're gonna do with it. First of all, we're gonna rotate it so it's facing the right way. So let's rotate it. Oops. 180 degrees. Now, right, if I want to open up a door, I'll just, instead of deleting this thing, I just want to do unlinked node. That way I'll have the piece in place. And if I ever wanted to add a door frame or something, I could just go back in there and do that, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say wall door, right? And you can do the same thing for like windows, right? And if I want to like create I'm just thinking, yeah. So if I wanted to create like a frame, right? We're going to do very cool, right? And then what I'll do is kind of create like a white edge. Okay. And then and I could even make it thicker, right? So I can be like, hey, I want this part to be thicker. And as long as I don't change the pivot point after I change the axis, it should be fine. And do the same thing with the, maybe do a window up on top. Right, just do like maybe a little window. Yeah, something like that. And then do the same thing, create a frame. 2 pixels. Alright, and then now watch. As I'm finishing this, we haven't done any texturing yet, right? So if I wanted to add this now, right? Remember where that unlinked node was? We can now just take this and drop it in there and it'll pop in. See? But since we rotated the asset, we need to do this asset backwards. Right, so we have to do rotate, and then save. And that should be it. Very cool. So, you can do the same thing for the other ones. And then do some texturing, whatnot. What I do want to add is to the right of this wall frame. When I say the right, yeah, you can do an additional node to do like white edges, right? Or you could just come here and just come here and do white on just the one side by 2 frames. Oops, I don't want it to do. I just want to do it on the one side. So actually, we can do it on 2 sides. Let's do it on the one side for now. See how that looks. Yeah, so we did it on the one side, and then you'll see that it's actually just exactly what we wanted it to be. And if you want to make it trued out, you got to do the same thing where we're going to have to do 2. And then we're going to have to do face this, extrude that in, and then we're going to take this, extrude that out in here. All right. And then since that's 2 layers now, we're going to do erase, extrude this one in, right? So now you get this extrusion out a little bit more. And then you'll have the same pivot point. There you go. There you go. And you'll notice like there's like a little bit of thing here. If you want to resolve that, what you can do is you can go to the roof and you can increase the let's do 64. So no, that'll be too much. Let's do 48 maybe. And then let's do 48. Okay, it's interesting. And you could kind of visualize what it looks like since you already have the nodes in place and they're all sharing it. Right, so you could like literally do that and make it something. Let's do this. Make it simple. I'm gonna try if I can make kind of a unique shape using geometry. My color selection is astounding. Bro, I haven't even worked on it. I just like literally chose random colors. I'm Bangali's like the hype man. He hypes me up all the time. So cool, look, so we got this little cool geometry happening on top. That's interesting. If I wanted to push it out more, I would just need to move this down this way, right? So if I do like shift by 2, right, you can do that. You hold shift and then just move it out by 2. You want to do it manually. holding shift, slipping. Notice that they're all going to 61, right? And then you'll see that this one wasn't 61. So as long as they all have the same axis position, regardless of their rotation, these values are pretty much the same. And if I wanted to do like just a window one, right, I could just duplicate that, etc., etc. Now, yeah, let's put the alpaca back in here. See, it's on the X. We'll do it 0. Push it out a little bit, right? And then we'll rotate it. And I know I showed you guys how to do magical voxel grass. So maybe we could just quickly go over that one more time. Let me save this just in case. So we're gonna do is I want to see if I can just sync this. No, I can't. Okay. So I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna go to File. I'm gonna do Sync to Magical Voxel. And then when you open Magical Voxel, just copy Magical Voxel on here. Duplicate it. And then, you guys see that? Okay, so I opened up on Magical Voxel, and notice that like there's no like, they all have absolute positions. They don't have rotations. But I'm more interested on this specific piece. So I'm gonna hide the shadows and everything on here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna delete this entirely. So as I'm here, I'm just gonna delete it. The reason why I want to delete it, I want to actually reduce the size of it by a lot. And then I want to go to my shaders and then choose brush and then choose grass. Okay. And then I want to do C for the voxel shader, and then choose the color or colors. So let's do this green. Let's copy this, right click, copy, paste. And then we're gonna do like a lighter green here. So we're gonna paste it, light it up a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do Control Alt and then drag into here. You'll see you'll get like a gradient here. I'm gonna make it a little lighter so we can get a little bit of more variety. So Control Alt and then just drag and drop to the second color. Control Alt, drag and drop to the second. Oh, come on. Keep missing it. There you go. Now, I'm going to select these these colors here. And what I'm going to do is attach. And then, right, so we're just going to create grass on top of this. See that? This is one of the cool things you can do with Magicka. You know, doing this manually would take a few hours, honestly. So we can reduce the density, right? You can increase it. This is totally up to you, right? You can change the mode of the grass, the direction, the growth level, right? How much, where the seeds are kind of, if you want to make it taller, right? You do that. Then you can just kind of play with it, see what you like. Right, so that makes it dense, less dense. Right, so I like it like this. There's several modes. Like there's 2 modes. Like mode 1 is kind of like 0 is like separate colors. If I do 2, it'll mix the colors inside the grass. If I do 2, it'll do more colors, I guess. Then I think there's 4 different modes. Yeah, it'll do like high color to low color to high color, right? And then, or you do 2, which is kind of like different colors, or it's like randomized. I like the randomized one. I really like the randomized one. Right, now I'm gonna save this by coming out and just clicking save. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back here. I really hope my thing doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm gonna say sync from Magica. And everything should work into place. There you go. There's our grass. There's our grass. But notice that everything's like kind of floating now. That's because we did 5 voxels high. So what we need to do is we need to bring this to whatever we made this, right? So what was this? 1 voxel? Yeah. So that means we need to go back to our controllers of where we changed this. To have, let's see. Yeah, so it's 14, right? On the controllers, we have to do just 1, right? Instead of 5, we're gonna do 1. And now you'll see that it's kind of in the grass, right? And then the same thing for the barn. The controller. Oh, see, this is the issue. My mistake was to making the walls at 5 degrees. What I should have done was made the parent. This was my mistake, so I'm gonna move this down manually for each one. Actually, I need to do, yeah, I'm gonna make them 0. I'm gonna make them 0 on the y-axis. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update it from the parent. So if I wanted to change anything, you wanna always use the parent to kind of make that change. Very cool. Very cool. All right, we got the alpaca. Let's do oh, you'll see that. Come on. See the animation for it now. So the reason for that is we're gonna delete this here. So maybe this is something that I could show real quick. If this is an issue that you're having, right? So for example, the placement just broke, right? In order to be able to fix this, you need to go to your idle and select the, let's say, the barn. Let's do the barn, for example. Select the barn. We're going to do control, and then we're going to drag and select. After you select the barn parent, and then you're going to right click, and then you're going to do copy. And then you're going to go to your idle, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to select the barn parent, and then just right click on it and do paste. You'll notice that that will resolve it, right? But your alpaca is in the same spot because that's how the animation was made. Now, to be able to move that, I assume you would need to move the controller for the alpaca. Alright, so if you move the controller for the alpaca, and you want to make sure the animation on the first frame and the last frame are the same, that way it's running kind of in spot, right? So if you're changing an animation, you want to move from the controller once you completed the animation, right? And then make sure you copy this first frame to the last frame. And then now, well, no, that was my mistake because of this yellow line where I kept it, it should be on 0. Right, so do the controller, rotate it, okay, and then we want to right click out, copy, and then paste it to the last frame. And then you'll see that I still have that animation now, looping in where it is, right? Same thing for the other animations, right? They're all gonna break because you're importing a different animation and their default values are 0 and you move them in here. You want to do parent or the barn, right? For example, select all the things, right click, copy, and they're all gonna be in the same order. You can do the same thing, select the barn, scroll up, click the parent, do paste, right? And then same thing for the still, right click on it, press paste. And then if you want to do the run, for example, right, you want to go to the 0 node, 0 seconds, select the controller, move it to where you want it. Okay. And you could technically, let's say, do this. Right, move it here. Right. From the controller node. And you'll see that it'll kind of like run, but it's running back to its original spot. So copy that frame, paste it. And you'll see that he's kind of like Alright. I don't really like that animation, but let's do this. Yeah, there you go. Alright. That is pretty much our show for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed what you've seen. I'm sorry if you guys had issues with the upload. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing what you guys will build. Hopefully this was helpful. You can always re-watch the vlog on YouTube. That should not have any issues. But yeah, I'm gonna be signing off soon. But before I do, let's see who's gonna be our guest tomorrow. You're impressed with the barn? Bro, the barn was made like in 10 seconds. We could go into like shading and whatnot with the barn or other things at some point. Let's find our show. Who's our guest tomorrow? There it is. Is it underneath this one? Yeah, it is. Alright, so tomorrow we're getting Nifty League coming in with the Professor. Make sure you check them out tomorrow, same time. And then Thursday we have Tasty Bones. And then Friday we're going to be back doing some Game Maker stuff. I'm going to be driving a car. Vroom vroom. Let's go. Alright guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Take care. Hope you guys have a pleasant day. Ciao.